Hi guys, welcome to Multiverse. Today we're going to take a look at our friend Jay Garrick. So right now I'm using the Jay Garrick emblem with the Stalwart Defender chest. Uh, it's the chest that will give you the biggest emblem, at least one of the biggest emblem in the game. And sadly, the Jay Garrick emblem, as you can see, doesn't exactly really match with the actual Jay Garrick costume, in the sense that normally the lightning bolt is pretty much using a big part of the chest. Here, like all the DC Universal Online emblem, it's right in the middle of the chest. So until they actually release an actual Jay Garrick chest, this is the less bad option we have. So in order to reproduce that look, we're using the original Speedster helmet, which sadly you have to wait until your combat rating 130 before you can actually get it. You can get it before that, but I would strongly suggest against that because basically you need to run the two-player mission that is the Flash Museum Burglary. As you can see, the minimum combat rating is 113, but the suggested combat rating is 134. I would strongly suggest do not play this mission at 113. If you play this mission at 113, basically what you end up doing is that you end up forcing your duo partner to pretty much play the mission solo. That's all that really happens. So I would strongly suggest that you wait at least until your combat rating 130 before you do this mission. And even then, even at 130, it can be a tough mission, depending on the power you use, obviously. With some powers, it'll be easier than others. But as a rule of thumb, don't go in there before your combat rating 130. If you do, go in there at 113, I can guarantee your duo partner will just leave most of the time. So for the chest, I'm using the Stalwart Defender chest. It's fairly easy to get on the broker. It's just usually to around 2 or 3 millions right now. At least last time I checked. I didn't check recently, but as a rule of thumb, it's usually around 2 or 3 millions. When it's more expensive than that, just wait a bit and the price will go down after a while. For the pants, I basically used the electric pants. You can get those at character creation. They give you that nice little lightning on the side of the leg. It's not quite exactly like the one that Jay Garrick has, but it's close enough to give the illusion that you're playing Jay Garrick. For the boots, I went with the speed boots. But for those, you have to be really lucky to get them from the vault. So if you do have those boots, luck was on your side because it can take quite a while before you can get those boots. If you don't have the speed boots, then you can go with the flash boots. That's the less bad option, I suppose. It's not quite the same, but it's better than waiting to get the speed boots from the vault, I suppose. You can get the flash boots for about 2 millions on the broker. At least last time I checked. Or you can farm for the boots. I have a video where I show where to farm for the boots if you want to farm for it. For the belt, I went with the square buckle, which you can get at character creation. Obviously, there's no gloves and no back piece. An alternative that I kind of like, but that sadly stinks a bit, is the Scuba chest piece. As you can see, it looks really nice on the character. And also, it's one of the few chest pieces where you actually have nothing covering the hands. But sadly, the scuba gear is only available during the summer seasonal. And the summer seasonal is behind us, or you're going to have to wait 11 months before you can actually get the scuba gear, sadly. The better option in my book to recreate Jay Garrick is the Shock Jock style. As you can see with the Shock Jock chest and the Shock Jock pant, you come pretty close to reproducing Jay Garrick. Yes, the lightning is backward and upside down, but once you give it the proper color, as you can see, it gives the illusion that you're playing Jay Garrick. It's pretty much the better option we have right now. Until they release an actual Jay Garrick chest, this is the better option, but you're gonna have to wait until your combat rating 135, if I'm not mistaken, before you can purchase it in the Watchtower. So basically, it's the Shock Jock style. I have a few videos showing where you can get it if you're not sure. So just refer yourself to one of my few Shock Jock videos, and you should be able to find the vendor fairly easily. Another option that I kind of like, again, it's not really accurate, but I think it kind of works fine. I'm going to show it to you in a bit, is the Captain Marvel t-shirt. Sadly, it's one of those t-shirts that you can get only in the vault. Although it's not that rare to get it, I have quite a few characters that do have that t-shirt. So just run the vault every day, and unless you're really unlucky, you should get it fairly quickly. It is still called the Captain Marvel t-shirt, even though now the name of the character is Shazam in the DC Universe. I'm not sure if they changed it in DC Universe Online. I seem to recall the last few times I actually saw the character, it was still called Captain Marvel. So I guess they didn't get around to changing the name just yet in DC Universe Online, unless they're deciding that and the Earth that that DC Universe Online belongs to, maybe on that Earth the character is still called Captain Marvel. Who knows? Another option that I kind of like, again, it doesn't really look like Jay Garrick, but it kind of works, I think, with the look of the character. Yes, it is the wrong emblem, but it's close enough that when people see that, they understand that your character is supposed to be Jay Garrick, thanks to the helmet, the pants, and the boots. And the Flash emblem pretty much screams the Flash. So I think, even though it's not the right emblem, I think it kind of works with the character. And it gives it fits also with the retro look that the character is supposed to have. And now let's take a quick look at the powers. Here you can kind of see the Jay Garrick type of look I gave my character for a bit. Even in the back you can see a cosmic version that I made using the cosmic material and the phoenix material. Sadly, it's a difficult look to pull because you need two materials that are pretty rare and pretty expensive to get. So again, even though that character doesn't have the proper emblem, you can still kind of tell that it's Jay Garrick, and I kind of like the retro feel that the retro pants and the t-shirt actually give the character, and even the domino mask kind of works with the theme of the character. So enough stalling around, let's take a look at those powers. I went pretty much only with super speed powers, but you can mix it up with electric powers if you want to, or actually you could mix it up with other powers if you want to. So let's take a look at the loadout. We're going with Vortex Trap, Cyclone Push, Metabolic Boost, that's the supercharge, Phase Dodge, Whirlwind Dervish, and a Tornado Pull. Phase Dodge, again, you can replace it with pretty much any electric powers or any other powers if you prefer. I wouldn't really use that, but right now let's just use that for this demonstration. So basically, you have the first power, which allows you to pretty much run in circle. In the first episode of the first season of the Flash TV show, Barry Allen pretty much defeated a tornado just by running around real fast like that. So it's a pretty typical Flash ability to have. And it works well enough. If you've seen some of my more recent videos of the Flash, the power kind of works. That was my push move. Basically, it allows you to push opponents away from you. So if for some reason some opponents are hurting you, oh, too bad, you can just push them away. Here, that was a phase dodge. Basically, what you're supposed to do, you're supposed to be vibrating super fast at super speed, and allowing attack and anything to pass through you. The cooldown is a little long though, as you can see. I'm not sure, I don't remember how well it actually protects you, so I do have a tendency to replace it. And here we have the Whirlwind Dervish, which allows you to break out from certain abilities, like sometimes when you're trapped or held or stuff like that, you can break out using this ability. And also you can hit pretty much anything that's around your character and do some damage to them. Be warned though, if some enemies block, you're going to be interrupted, sadly. And this is our pull move, so if an enemy tries to run away from you, you can just pull them towards you. Sadly, it is the same animation as the push move, So you just have to know which is which. The left one that I'm using is the push move, and this one to the right that I'm using is the pull move. And when you pull an opponent, then you can go and circle around it or something once it's on your character, or you can try and finish him off afterwards with the Whirlwind Dervish. I usually use my powers more often than not with that character. I rarely use the weapons, but for weapon I went with brawling, being a flash character. So usually I will use my powers, and if I'm out of power or if I'm in a specific situation, then I will use my weapon. If I need to interrupt an opponent maybe, or block break them, that will be an option. So that covers it pretty much in how to make the Jay Garrick Flash character. I will make a follow-up video with the CW version of Jay Garrick. I decided to keep them separate so that we didn't end up having a too long video. And also, I will try to stay focused on each version to keep things simple. I also have other characters in the pipeline that I'm planning to do. There's a Kid Flash from the CW that has been requested. And there's a handful of other characters that I didn't get around to doing just yet. So don't worry. Give me your suggestions, and when I get the chance, I'll get around to doing videos about the characters that you guys will suggest. So that's pretty much it for now, guys. So as always, thanks for watching, and hopefully I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.